Hi everyone, welcome to the CBoom Show. I'm Chris.
I'm Alex.
What we're trying to do is help you make a pick, cover a spread, and win a ticket or two. First things first, shout out to our sponsors. Tata's Hot Sauce Emporium brings that flavor to your table.
Amazing hot sauce. If you're in the city of Toronto, you can pick it up at St. Clair and Rexley. If you're not, check them out online at hotsauceunlimited.com. Look up Tatas.
And Extreme G Gaming, located at Yonge and Eglinton. Go there for all your gaming needs. I know we went there for
Pretty much
updates.
all the games that we got with our Xbox and PlayStation, and it's fantastic. And you get to talk about the games before you buy them, so you don't take a misstep in spending the dough.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Last week, week 1 NFL. It's exciting.
Oh man, high five right here, buddy.
It was a good week, a good time. I'm just happy football's back.
Good times. Honestly, every pool that I was in, we pretty much won. We survived. There's a lot of elimination pools out there that people are playing these days. So you got to pick your winners and losers very carefully. A lot of people ride high on heavy favorites that undersell early in the season.
Yeah, I'm quite happy. I'm surviving all my pools. Only week 1, but hey, it's exciting. And yeah, I know a lot of people are thinking, where's Peter? One of those things, a little off week for Peter this week, but don't worry, he'll be back next week, everybody, so don't worry.
We miss him too.
Yeah. All right, let's jump into it. Week 2, get ready. It's very exciting. The game's on right now. We're filming Thursday night. We're filming during the Giants and Washington game. It's opening at Washington at home, -4. And right now, 3 minutes left in the first quarter, the Giants are up 7. Washington's thrown for 12 yards so far.
Washington, my expectations are never high. I always make fun of them in their name, like the Washington football team. But realistically, in this game, I think the Giants should be able to pull out a win.
I think Washington will win this one.
They're not going to come back.
Yeah, they will. Washington will come back and win this game.
I feel this is a game between two really bad teams.
Yeah.
And you're kind of picking who's worse. That's kind of all this is. And I think that Washington is worse. Oh, even saying it, because they're so bad. Both teams are so bad.
All right. Enough with this game, the Thursday night game. It's exciting. I'm happy it's on, so we'll see what's going on with that in a little while. We'll check back into it. All right. Sunday, Buffalo at Miami. This is a great game. Buffalo's on the road at -3. I like Buffalo all day in this game. I'm actually adjusting it to -6.
I actually took Buffalo in my pools. Now, one of the pools that I'm in is an elimination pool where every week you pick a winner and a loser. You can't double pick, which means that prime
Shout out to Mushball.
Shout out to Mushball. Yeah, definitely. Thank you for putting that together. And what that really means is that you can't be picking these heavy favorite teams right off the bat, because they might, not only might they not win these early games, but you're going to want them later on in the season when they're up against the more warmed up teams.
When you've survived, you'd rather have a couple solid teams and
exactly. And I think this is going to be one of the rare occasions where I can pick Buffalo to win.
They'll do well this year, but yeah, it's a great game for Buffalo. The next game is Cincinnati at Chicago. Chicago's at home -2.5. How is Chicago's favorite? I don't know. I like Cincinnati in this.
That's a risky pick, but you know what? I'll go with you on that.
Cincinnati will fight till the end. They beat Minnesota last week. It was a great game. Won in overtime. It was awesome.
They have the players to do it.
Yeah, the next game is Denver on the road against Jacksonville. This is a great game. I'm excited. I like Denver. I like Denver a lot at -6. I wouldn't adjust it too much. If you want to adjust it, have a little fun with it, you can take it up to 8.5. No more than that.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. I like Denver. Very solid team. I actually had them last week in my win. So I'm good. Again, this is a good pick.
The next one is Houston at Cleveland. Cleveland opened at -12.5. They're now sitting at -13 2 days later. Obviously, everybody likes Cleveland -13. You can actually take this one a lot. Have a lot of fun with this game. Take it to -18.
-18 would be big place.
The next game is the Rams at Indianapolis. Rams are on the road at -3.5. It's a great game. I like the Rams.
On the road at 3.5. You know what? Yeah, I'll go with you on this. The Rams, they're I feel like they've got the player base able to do it. If they can pull together as a team, they can do well.
That's another one you can take at -6. Adjusted a couple points and have fun with it. The next game, you've got the Las Vegas Raiders at Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's at home, -6. Let's go. Pittsburgh
all day. I feel bad for the Raiders, like the Las Vegas Raiders. It doesn't sound right. Vegas has how many teams now? For everything?
Hey, let them go. Why not? The next game, you got New England -6 at the Jets. New England's on the road, but they're playing the Jets. I don't think it matters, yeah.
It's the Jets, guys.
You take New England.
What's the spread on that again?
New England -6.
Oh, come on. Take that to -10.
Against the Jets, you can do anything you want.
Realistically, I mean, they should be able to put them down.
The next game is New Orleans at Carolina. New Orleans on the road, a -3.5. It's going to be a good game. New Orleans does. I'm not sure. It's hard to find all the information I want on New Orleans right now with regards to COVID. A lot of their players actually tested positive.
Ooh, is this going to be one of those first teams that test positive and then might have to do payouts? And
yeah,
Chris or Matt, could you explain that again?
Yeah. So if it's almost changing daily, but basically what they suggested and implying and proposing is any team that cannot play the game or has to forfeit the game due to COVID, and especially if they're not vaccinated, they will have to pay all the fines and all the TV rights and all the money they would have made for that game. Those players have to pay the other team.
Oh man.
Something along those lines. It's been changing back and forth, but we're talking in the millions of dollars of fines, and it's not worth it. Now, New Orleans, nothing happened last week. No fines, no nothing were given out, but a lot of players did test positive. That's why the spread's only -3.5. And are they going to pull more players off the game?
Ooh, that's going to be a fun. You know what? I might stay away from that on an early bet if you can. But you know what? Live betting, that's going to be fun.
It'll be a good live bet depending who's playing. I still like New Orleans over Carolina with the spread of 3.5, but it's all going to be a game day decision.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be leaving that one off my point spreads. It's a risky one just because we don't know who's going to be there. The next game is San Francisco at Philly. This is a great game. San Fran's -3 on the road against Philly. Philly really upset me last week. I don't like Philly. I'm going San Fran. Uncle Jerry, let's go. And Uncle Jerry last week against Detroit. Are you kidding me? Unbelievable. Couldn't cover the spread, against Detroit.
That's sad. I had Detroit to lose, so. But you need to cover the spread.
Yeah, San Fran didn't cover the spread, though. They actually almost lost the game. The next game, Atlanta at Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay's at home, -13. This one also opened at 12.5. Now it's sitting at 13. You can actually take this to 20.
See, my thing is when I see that the bookies already have it at -13 into those double digits, I start getting risky because that's a team that's going to get a little over cockiness. And you don't want to get into that too much. So when you're saying take that -20, I'm saying keep it closer to that 13. Maybe bring it up to like 14, but 2 touchdowns, maybe a field goal. That's what I could see.
It's gonna be a good game. I can't wait.
It's gonna be a big game. Like I don't see Green Bay losing.
And then we've got Minnesota at Arizona. Arizona's at home -3.5. I actually like Minnesota in this. All the ESPN pros are thinking Arizona. However, it's going to be an upset.
I have no comment on that. you call your upset. Go for it. That's your dog of the day.
No, it's not. Not yet. The next game is Dallas at the Chargers. Chargers are at home -3.5. This is the dog of the day. Take Dallas.
Okay. I can see that.
Straight up, Dallas over the Chargers. Then you've got Tennessee at Seattle. Seattle's -6 at home. It's an easy win for Seattle all day. Have fun with it. Take it to 9, actually. It's going to be a great game. I can't wait. I'm actually going to watch that whole game.
I agree with you on the winner there. I don't say take it to 9.
No,
I would say I would say leave it closer to 7 if possible.
I really like that game. It's going to be great. The next one, I know everyone's going to be watching. Everyone's going to be staying away from Kansas City on the road against Baltimore. KC's coming in at -3.5 either way.
I'd take KC.
Yeah, KC, but it's going to be a good game.
It's going to be a good game. I don't think it's...
KC won the game last week in the last couple of minutes. Cleveland was leading the whole game. That's crazy.
Yeah, but I also think they're still warming up. I mean, KC's not a slouch team. As a result, I think they're gonna be just fine here. 3.5 is not a lot for them. Easily win by a touchdown. Might not get the extra point. They'll get to 6. Push your 3. If you're ever gonna take 3.5, take 4.
Or 3.
No, take the 4. If it goes to 4, and it's a push. You get your money back.
Yeah, that's true. And the last game, the Monday Nighter, get ready for this. You're going to be shocked. Detroit at Green Bay. Green Bay's at home -11. I love Green Bay. Love Aaron Rodgers. However, you actually take Detroit in this game. Outright.
No.
To each their own.
It's Detroit, bro.
To each their own. But this game, based on everything that's happening in Green Bay, there's no chemistry, lots of issues there. And Aaron Rodgers has been quite grumpy lately. You take Detroit in this to upset. They've looked amazing against San Francisco. They fought till the end, and they actually almost beat San Fran, who's probably equal to Green Bay.
Did you say San Fran's equal to Green Bay?
Right now.
What did Uncle Jerry pay you, bro?
It's going to be a good game.
Green Bay is going to win that game.
You take Detroit, in my opinion, and you can, it's going to be a tough game. You actually, online, where you can adjust anything to anything you want, you actually cannot take Detroit minus anything in this game.
That's crazy. Now, at the same time, I do want to give a pitch, like you just said, to the online stuff. We're not endorsed by or promote any specific brand, but it is a good opportunity to go online to choose your own odds. Like we keep saying, adjust it to this, adjust it to that. Your odds are going to change. You can customize it. We're telling you to take a few more risks because we think it's safe. But if you ever think the spread is wrong and they need to close that by 1 or 2, by all means, drop it down, make it safe for you. We don't want people to throw money just away blankly. Make sure you're comfortable with the bets you're making.
Yeah.
Know your limit.
Know your limit. Now, week 2, it's on its way. It's exciting. I'm really happy football's on, and it's a great time. That being said, let's jump into some MMA action.
So, I like talking about good fights. So, this week, the good fights are on Bellator. Bellator is a Friday night, not a Saturday night. So, we got to get on the couple big fights of the night. You got Neiman Gracie.
Except for this week.
This week it is Saturday.
This week it's Saturday.
So you actually have to take a look at some of the big fights. Neiman Gracie's coming out. Submission Master pays 1.33. I don't see him losing his fight. No reason to bet on it, but it's going to be fun to watch him do his thing. The big bet.
Yo Romero versus Phil Davis.
Oh my God.
I like Yo Romero all day.
He pays 2, bro. He's the underdog. Yoel Romero is the underdog.
Put him on your football bets and you just doubled your bets.
Because he had a couple of losses in a row in the UFC. All title shots. That's all he lost to. Only ever lost to champions. And then he comes in here and he was supposed to fight Anthony Rumble Johnson, but he was injured and had to pull out. Now he's coming in against Phil Davis, an arguably easier fight. As an underdog, I just don't see it happening. I would take Yoel Romero for the win on that. And then because it's a 5-round fight, it's going to be the main event, so they're making it 5-round. I would even start looking at rounds. I don't think round 1, and I don't think it'll go the distance. I think you're better to do some round betting on that one.
It's going to be a good one. I like Yoel Romero by knockout.
Yeah, take Yoel by knockout. I think that pays 2.6. It's but now that we've talked about a couple of good fights coming up, I do want to run one quick highlight on this past weekend's fights on Triller, which was absolute garbage.
I loved it.
We're no longer watching sports. This was ridiculous. The fight of the night, the main event, was Vitor Belfort on the most steroids I've ever seen any human do.
But no,
against
it didn't
Evander
matter.
Holyfield.
It didn't matter.
Because Holyfield was 60. They could have had like
anyone
in there. It was a
because
joke.
He's 60. They actually just gave him a 30-day suspension. He had no concussion, no nothing.
It was so Vitor Belfort came out absolutely juiced up, mind gone, and just beat up an old man, and then decided to do a call out against Jake Paul in the most bizarre call out I've ever seen in my life, where you could tell he can't even think straight. His mind is gone. He's telling you, F you, Jake Paul, you know why you're not popular? Because I have family. These over here, my family. You're calling your own family, like, come on, man. Like, it was, he just didn't understand what he was doing. He looked absolutely horrible. We didn't get to see if he had any boxing skills because he didn't last more than one round.
It was a complete joke, and calling him out winner take all, 25 mil, no 30 mil.
35 mil. And when he first said it, I remember the guy coming up to the side and being like, oh, like he wasn't supposed to say it.
I think it's actually set now, and the offer's set by Triller now for 40. It was declined, and I think...
of course it's declined.
It might go to Anderson Silva, or they might set up the Tommy Fury fight.
Firstly, Vitor Belfort is a joke. He's been caught for steroids multiple times. It's clear he never stopped. It's clear that he's just I don't know. He's lost his mind. It's gone. He's been punched too many times.
Let's see what happens with the next couple fights, though, because I'm excited. If he fights Anderson Silva, that'll be a good fight.
Now, Anderson Silva, Tito Ortiz, that one I don't feel so bad that it was so quick. Tito Ortiz runs his mouth, and you know that's why that fight happened. He probably said something to Anderson, and then Anderson's like, fine, we'll fight.
I think something happened. It was 4-week notice for Tito.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think he was a fill-in, or I don't know what happened, but it was. I liked it. Tito
got KO'd.
Anderson Silva gave his plane ticket to Tito's girlfriend on the way home. There's a nice gesture there. I liked it, but he got caught and he dropped like a potato sack. I liked it.
Oh yeah, man. Tito came out with just blatant hooks, and they were even saying, yeah, those are big, powerful hooks, but one straight shot, and all of a sudden, and then he kind of stepped beside him.
Yeah,
and Tito was down.
It was. I like Tito. We'll see him back in action soon enough.
He's a character. He's a character.
And then we've got some other fights coming up. The Diaz-Lawler fight.
That's not this weekend. That's weekend after.
Yeah.
I am still stoked. Every week I keep looking at it and I keep seeing pictures. The general, Nick Diaz, looks in phenomenal shape. He looks absolutely ripped. The question is ring rust. And Lawler looks like Lawler. Kind of like good shape, but...
It's Lawler, I don't know.
He kind of looks... He looks like the softest muscular person ever. I don't know... Not soft like weak, just like... He's not ripped. You can tell he's muscular, but it's kind of like...
It's going to be a good fight.
You don't see him looking as strong as he is, so he's very deceptive in that way. That's going to be a good fight. I'm still taking Diaz. I can't be on camera saying not Diaz. I'm sorry. That's just my rule.
We'll get more into detail on that card next week, but really focus on football. There's a lot of good picks. So for the overall, the top picks of the week. You'll want Yo Romero on your card. He's going to double your money if you're playing online. That being said, you want to take Denver -6. Denver's going to be a great game against Jacksonville. Buffalo -3 over Miami. New England -6 over the Jets. It's up and down. KC -3.5 over Baltimore, and Seattle -6 over Tennessee.
I think those are some pretty solid picks.
Those are pretty good. It's up to you guys if you want to play some dogs or not. You know, I'm going to have a ticket with dogs.
I know that Jets game is going to be on every ticket. Anytime I see the Jets playing a half-decent team, I'm like, okay, they're going to lose. So that goes on every one of my tickets.
It's a key game. All right, so...
I guess with that, we'll give one last shout-out to our sponsors. Thanks again to Tata's Hot Sauce Emporium. Brings that flavor to your table. St. Clair and Rexley or hotsauceunlimited.com. Look up Tata's.
And Extreme G Gaming, located at Yonge and Eglinton. Go there for all your gaming needs, new stuff, retro stuff. If you have questions, those guys are very knowledgeable. They're gamers themselves. They play a lot of skate. They've got lots going on, so check them out.
Can even pick up ice cream.
Yeah. Yeah. And we'll see you guys next week. Good luck.
Good bets.
I need myself. I need a good day. I need a better year. I need a blunt big enough to forget I'm here. I need some food for my thoughts and I need some wealth. I need to find my way back. I need myself.